proposing.
So cute. So funny because you guys are literally matching.
A good place to seem like a distinguished gentleman.
Hi, Daisy. Guess this?
It's trippy, rock around, it's trippy.
Why isn't it focusing? It's annoying. Going on a date and I'm so nervous. Are you nervous? Little did you guys know, I am actually the Instagram girlfriend. It's a tough job out here. It actually is though. Go pose.
Can you get that one off me? We got people coming now. Like,
Are you getting embarrassed?
yes, I'm already sweating.
I'm sweating too, I don't know why.
Stop. Can you?
Just literally just chilling. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Hi, Woody. You see, that's why I don't pick her up. If I get so. Hi, Woody. What's up, guys? Welcome to another vlog. Today is a special one because I got this little cute guy. We're doing a Q&A. I posted on my Instagram like twice what are questions you guys have for us, so we're gonna answer them today. This is RJ, by the way. It's funny because I realized I never introed you.
Yeah, dude, I need a real intro.
Okay, this is Ricardo.
Hey, not my government name. Please.
Ricardo Rosario.
He's
Jr.
trying to get
Please.
in the shot.
You want to be in here too? Okay. So, what else do you want me to say about you?
It's okay, that's it.
I mean, we're gonna say a lot in the
Alright,
video.
that's fine. Let's go.
You're my boyfriend?
Future baby daddy.
Okay, future. Well, you are already my dog, daddy.
Personal chef.
You are that.
That's all I can think of for now.
First one. What's one thing you both love about each other the most?
Sheesh. Am I answering first or you're answering?
You can answer first.
One thing?
Yeah. I know there's a lot, but.
I would say just the first thing for me would be like how safe I felt with you. Am I supposed to be looking at this camera?
You can look wherever you want.
But I feel like I'm talking to you.
You are talking to me.
Alright, yeah, so what was the question?
What's one thing you both love about each other the most?
Yeah, the most would be like how safe I felt with you from like the beginning.
Probably the same. Yeah. I know we've talked about this before, but like just how I feel like I can be myself and like not have to hide any parts of me at all. So like that's obviously a big thing because I don't know, I don't feel like any move I take I have to like second guess it or like I don't know, double think it. I can just be, and it's such a freeing, like actually very freeing. Okay, let's maybe do how we met because we got asked that a lot. So maybe starting there.
How do we meet?
Okay, so funny story.
I guess there's like 2 points of views here.
Yeah, maybe let's see some stuff of mine.
Yeah.
And then some of yours. Okay, so funny thing, I was going to another gym for like the past 4 years, I want to say, of my life. And I was pretty happy and content there, but it got to a point where I wanted to change. I wanted to like go to a new gym. I don't know, just switch it up. So, me not even knowing that my life was gonna change by that one decision. So I switched gyms. I remember I was searching for gyms, found House of Athlete, signed up, saw RJ. I don't know, was it the first day or the second day?
I saw you the first day, but
I noticed you like, well, I'm pretty sure I saw you the first day. And then the second day, I remember I went by myself and you were coaching the class. And then that's when I knew it was a big problem because I don't know how open I should get here. But let's just say something in my body was like tingly. So I travel a lot for work. I've like been so many places. I'm at the airport a lot. I've never felt like, and like, I don't know, whatever I felt with you without even talking to you or like, I don't know, I never felt attracted actually to anyone other than the, like, well, yeah, no, I literally have never felt attracted to anyone. Then I saw you, that it was so bad that I was like, I couldn't make eye contact with you. So remember, you caught me looking at you like a few times and I'm like, oh my God, don't look. But, okay, so how did we first meet? Yeah, at the gym. I mean, you talked to me that day. You said something to me. And then I remember there was another time where you actually talked to me, which was like at the juice bar. And we had like a little bit of conversation. I found out how old you were. I was just like, oh, okay. And then whenever I obviously officially ended my last relationship was when I actually reached out to you first on Instagram, DMs.
that was one of the questions too.
Yeah, which that's why I don't know what to say. So we met at the gym.
Yeah, you went into the whole thing.
I know, that's why I do. I mean, because I know there's another question about it, so. Okay, what's your perspective?
Yeah, you said it all. No, I was just doing my job, and then, here comes Emily walking in, and I'm just like, but then, I kind of had to, I don't even know how to, once I found out, she was married, it kind of made things a little weird. So once I found that out, I kind of was just like, okay, like, I'm not going to do anything until it all kind of, ended up happening the way it happened. That's, I guess, how I'll word it, yeah.
Who made the first move? I made the first move after I like officially ended my last relationship. So how do I even go into this? It's so
well,
hard.
I'll go into
it. Okay, go ahead.
She made the first move. Obviously, because from my perspective, I was respecting her relationship and everything, but I didn't know what was going on behind closed doors. So even though, I would joke around with one of my friends that she was going to be my wife one day, which, I was joking, and then...
It's funny because I had no idea either that you were, like, interested in me.
Yeah. So yeah, then one day I got a DM, and I was freaking out because I'm like, what is going on right now? But yeah, so she made the first move.
I was freaking out too because I haven't flirted with a guy or like entertained a guy in a long time. So yeah, I remember we met to meet. We actually met up at a coffee. It was like raw juice.
Yeah.
With my friend Leisha. We were asking him a bunch of questions. I was like, Leisha, come with me because I don't know what to do. I remember we talked. I like found out a little bit about you. So we talked that one day. Then the next day I remember I hit him up. I was with my friend Leisha and I was like, should I hit him up to hang out? And she's like, yeah, fuck it, do it. I was like, all right, fuck it, let's go. So I wrote him, I was like, you want to go to the beach, right? Did I ask you
something like that, yeah.
I was like, you want to hang out? I don't know. So we ended up like going to the beach together. We got like wine, some other stuff, some greens. Went to the beach, hung out. You know, my intentions were not to do what we did, which was we literally talked the whole night, like just like super raw, open, vulnerable conversations, which led me to like literally being like, crap, I'm in trouble. Like, yeah, I think just like getting to like actually know you that night was like, I don't know, what made me fall in love with you, I guess. Just because like we were both so open with one another. I felt safe with you, you felt safe with me, and then after that, like we just kept talking and talking.
Well, after that, 2 weeks later, we're dating. So.
Yeah. Well, no, we went on our first date. I think our first date was like official date was a week after that.
Yeah, probably the next weekend.
Yeah, because I remember I was working, and one of the reasons why I really liked you, I remember I was working. We were texting, and you're like, oh, that you want to hang out tomorrow, and you're like, oh, what would you want to do? I'm like, I don't know, I'm open. So I remember you planned the whole date, and then I remember I was like, oh, I'll try to look while I'm working, because in my old life I was so used to like being at work and like I still had to do shit on my phone. Like it didn't matter if I was shooting a wedding, like I still had to get things done. So that was something that like really made me like you a lot, because you're like, don't worry, like I'll plan the whole thing, I'll look for everything. And then you did, and then you like picked me up the next day, and then that day was also really great because like we really got to talk about like our intentions with one another, our past relationships, what they taught us. And yeah, I remember that day you were like, oh, I don't want to make you like settle down.
Yeah.
Or like get into a relationship, and that made me want you even more, because I'm like, damn, he's like a really good guy. So
Yeah.
and then we ended up like making it official like a week later. So, and here we are a year later almost.
Almost, yeah.
So crazy. Okay,
I don't know what question that was answering.
that was I just told the whole story.
Yeah.
But it was who made the first move.
Yeah.
Which one?
How many kids do you each want? Well.
Oh gosh.
My max is 8. My max? No, realistically, my max is 4. But I want at least 2. And then
Yeah,
after
4
that,
is
after
like
that,
5 dogs.
yeah, 5. Yeah, like I so every dog that we don't get is another kid. So either like 2 kids and 5 dogs, or 5 kids and 2 dogs, which we already have the 2 dogs. So.
I'm happy with 2. I'll have 3, but that just means we have to start like ASAP, because I'm already 30 and I would like for them to be at least 2 years apart. So I need to for sure be done with babies by 40. Like,
No, realistically though, I think yeah, 3 would be like, if we got like a boy and a girl, and then like whatever another one, but who knows? As long as we have one of each.
yeah, then yeah,
Then
we're
we
good.
will be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I mean, we both have siblings, so I've always wanted more than one kid for sure. Who said I love you first?
Who said it?
I did.
Yeah.
Which was so weird because, yeah, I said it first. Will you get a tattoo together?
It's in the works. It is in the works.
Probably. We probably will. It's funny because there's a song. There's this song. It's called "Tattoos Together" by, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Lauv, L-A-U-V, and I play it all the time to remind him that I want to get a matching tattoo. Okay. You want to pick another one?
Where are you traveling to next? Italy, coming up,
And Greece.
and Greece, coming up.
My
October.
friend Nat is planning the whole thing, so it's super fun.
Would you both be willing to walk a human or?
Oh my god. You don't have to read the whole thing.
Okay. This is from Steven Lancia. Would you both be willing to walk a human around on a leash like one of your puppies?
That's his best friend, by the way.
If it's you,
wild.
Steven, I would love to.
Yeah, I would not. I will pass on that. What did he first think when he met you?
What did I first think when I met you? Well, I don't know. Those are hard because like I said, I was under the impression that she was. This is gonna sound bad. That she was. I was under the impression that she was happily married, so I was, being respectful, and I wasn't trying anything. And it wasn't until actually like the first day that we actually hung out at the beach that she told me like the whole situation. So then it kind of changed everything. But like the first few days that we started talking, I was thinking she was cheating on her husband. So it was a little which she wasn't. But
which is why in the beginning when I saw you, I was like, oh fuck. And I couldn't even look at you because I did not want to do that. And I don't even think we would be dating if I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just like not that type of guy.
Yeah. So, so when we first met, it was kind of like my thoughts were not like trying to pursue her. So.
What'd you think like when you met?
But it's different because we already
like,
met.
Yeah, but whenever you like actually got to know me.
That you were my baby mama? So when we first started actually getting vulnerable, I guess the first thing I thought was that I knew she was someone that I would like be able to actually let in, because coming from like my previous relationship where I was like so guarded and stuff, and it was pretty soon after, like 6 months or something, I knew that like if I was actually having these feelings for someone, that like I knew I actually had to have care for her, or like there was some type of connection, because like she said it before in one of the other questions that like I told her like, oh, I don't want to like force you into a relationship or whatever, but like really I said that trying to protect myself as well, because I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this, like let's like I can't, like let's stop, let's try to slow things down. But
we did.
We both tried to like have fun, be single, whatever, but like literally day after day our like connection just got stronger. I don't think that answered the question, but
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that works.
Okay. How did you learn to trust each other, or did you just automatically? Definitely not automatically. And I feel like this whole year was about learning to like really, really like officially like trust one another. Especially in the like sense of like, okay, so obviously like I personally felt safe with him from the beginning, but then like coming from the relationship that I did, obviously I had a lot of baggage and a lot of like things that I never thought would like come up, or like basically being in such a healthy relationship like brought about like all of the unhealthy things that were in my past. And for me, like one of my biggest fears was like, oh my god, he's gonna leave me. Like especially so early on with like dealing with so much, like I would have so many like breakdowns. I'm so used to like anytime I feel like not like in that safe space, I would like just go to the other room and like not talk. So every time I would do that, I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna leave me. He's gonna leave me. Like nobody's gonna want to deal with this. Like he wants to communicate. He wants to know my feelings. So I would just go cry by myself, because that was what I was used to in like my past. I would deal with everything by myself. So then he would like come to me every time and like try to talk to me, be there for me in like the most loving way. So like having that happen like a few times, I'm like, okay, like this is safe, and like I can trust this, and I can open up to him. And like, because obviously also in my past, like if I even did open up, like it was wrong. My feelings were invalidated. So like my feelings being validated here mean like me being able to express myself like as exactly as I felt. Just like, I don't know, I just built that trust. So definitely over time. What about for you?
What was the question?
How did you learn to trust each other? Or did it just happen automatically?
Nah, hell no, fuck. Yeah, the first few months, like it was extremely hard for me. Like we both had our fears were like each other leaving each other. So like the first few months it was definitely tough. And especially, at least for me, it was like I tried everything to like literally stop my feelings, like stop the emotions, like just because I was like, oh, I'm not ready. Like you hear like, oh, you have to wait this long to get into a relationship or whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, I can't get into a relationship this quick. Like these feelings are coming on, they're so strong. Like I don't want to get hurt again. Like I literally was just trying to protect myself. But then, you know, as our relationship progressed, I was like, if I'm feeling this way towards her and I'm literally trying to stop myself from feeling like this, then like there has to be something there. So once we obviously made it official, throughout the months, like slowly, I started being able to trust her more. And it wasn't anything that like she did. It was more so like she said, like the baggage I was holding on to before. But I honestly think if like we didn't get into our relationship, like I probably would still be dealing with that right now. And the reason why, like I've been able to progress through like whatever baggage I was holding on to from before or like childhood or whatever, like being in our relationship, being able to address it has really helped. And I think now, like a year later, I'd say the baggage from like anything else really isn't there, which is good because I do think we built like a strong foundation where like now, I mean, I trust her completely, so.
Yeah.
But it definitely didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like the first few months was like it
was really hard.
Yeah, it was scary.
Yeah.
Like
even up until like even more past the first few months.
yeah, well no, yeah.
And then it also helps too that we both go to therapy like individually.
Yeah.
So like yeah, but no, it definitely was a work in progress, and like you said, I think we set like such a good foundation, and then us moving in together when we did was like so great. I think for us like building a strong foundation. Okay, how do you know you found the right person?
Do we answer that? How do you know?
How do you know? I don't know. I feel like it's just like a knowing.
Yeah, like
there's like I don't know.
well, I would say you just know.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
like
That's
you
what I'm
just
saying.
like
You just know, like
if you have to question if they're the right person, then they're not the right person. Because like literally we both, like I said, we both tried everything to not get into a relationship and like, you know, just be single and have fun with each other, but like we couldn't.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't.
Yeah, one thing whenever we got together, I was like trying to find like things that were like imperfect and like see if there were any red flags. Yeah, because it was so like perfect and it's like so good to be true. And what's crazy is that like I've said this before, but
oh yeah,
like you're literally like my dream guy. Like we like fit every single box that I like have ever wanted. Like you freaking cook for me. Like
I'm glad I got my credit for that. I'm glad.
Yeah, like I feel super safe, taken care of. I don't know, I just think you feel very like I feel complete on my own. So like I don't need a partner, like you don't need a partner either. But like I don't know, you just know like you're with the right person when like I don't know, it's almost like I can live without you, but I also can't live without you. So I don't know, but yeah, it's just like a knowing. Like you just know. You just I don't know, and it's very healthy. So yeah. Okay, you want to pick another one?
All right, let's see this one. How do you complement and balance each other? Oh shit. How do you complement and balance each other? I would say the fact that we're so similar with like majority of like things that we like, or even like our traumas or whatever that we worry about, like definitely helps. Like the fact that, you know, at the beginning we both were scared to lose each other. Obviously, once we address that, it's like, okay, she's scared to lose me, I'm scared to lose her. Like that's something we both got to work through. So that was able to help us both work through that.
I'm definitely a lot more anxious, and he's not. So like that's like I feel like that's a way that we definitely balance one another. Like he's definitely more calm and like easygoing, relaxed, when I'm a little bit more like anxious, chaotic. So like that's a really good way where you kind of bring me back to like the balance. And you also are a balance guy because you're a Libra. You know.
Sure, whatever that means.
Because your symbol is balance. Your thing is balance. But yeah, that's probably a good way that we balance each other. What are key vulnerable questions y'all asked in creating intimacy early on? Oof, I remember we asked like super deep questions like the first night.
I just remember being like that first night when we really talked about everything. Literally anything that came across my mind, like I said. And the reason why I was able to is because she told me she knew something was up, and she told me I was safe with her. And like from there, like literally any question that like anything that was like stopping me or like that I had a question about, I was able to ask. So
yeah,
like literally any type of question. And then that's also like what made, I think, our relationship like spark so fast too, is like that we were so like raw and like open with each other from the beginning. It just made everything go faster and faster.
Yeah. And then also the fact that like we were both like very similar in the sense of like we were just like, look, we're not like trying to play games. We both told each other that like we're like, I remember there was one night that I went out with my friend Alicia, and I was like, that's when we were like trying to like, like take it slow and like still like mess around and like date, whatever. And then I remember that night I was like, I want to text him. I'm here out at a club and I'm like, I want to text him. And then I'm like asking my friend, I'm like, should I text him? Should I not? I'm like, nah, I shouldn't. Like I shouldn't like be that easy and just like text him and like let him know like that I'm like missing him and thinking about him in the middle of the night. And then I remember like a few minutes go by and then I'm like, oh, I can't. I was like, so then I texted you. You were sleeping already because you had to work. But yeah, I don't know. Just from early on, we like already like built that strong foundation again.
I think the biggest thing too was that we both told each other that we're not trying to play the whole game of like, she
the
cares
chase,
more.
Yeah.
Like I care more than you, or you care more than me.
Like who's gonna text me first?
Yeah, literally we from like day one we both told each other that that's not what we're trying to do, and that's what I think is what really made everything like create that bond, is like we were just so open about like what we wanted that we didn't have to like worry, like we didn't have to like try to hold back feelings because we knew like it was reciprocated, or we knew exactly what each other was thinking.
When are the babies coming?
If it's up to her tomorrow, maybe tonight.
Which is actually so crazy because if you know me and you asked me within the last 5 years when I was gonna have kids, I would be like, I don't know. I would be like, I don't even know if I want kids. But I actually have always wanted kids. Like ever since I was young, I always knew I wanted like a family. I wanted to get married young. I wanted to like, I don't know, I'm just like a very family person, and like my partner is obviously very important. And now that I have like somebody that I know, like I literally can't wait like to be parents together. I don't know, I want babies. And then I just turned 30 last year, so I would honestly be ready. Like I want us to travel a little bit more. I want to get my business like a little bit more like stable since I just opened the studio. But if we got pregnant tomorrow, I would be so happy. What? Why are you saying that?
No. Well, once they start, they're not stopping. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Definitely in the next like year or two.
Yeah.
Things you have learned in this relationship versus old. I learned a lot. I feel like I'm super like in my feminine. Like I can actually like be a woman and like be more emotional towards you because like you fill that role of like the masculine like thing. So I was gonna say that to say that like one of the things I learned is like being with you has taught me that like I don't have to settle for anything in life. Like nothing. Like you can literally have everything that you want in a partner, in like friendships, in like your career life, in anything really. You can have whatever you want. So like not settling is like huge, just because like for me I saw so many red flags like in my past, and I like oversaw them just because I thought like I had to deal with them, and I thought like I convinced myself so much that I was happy even though I wasn't. So yeah, I think that's probably one of my biggest things like in this relationship, just knowing I don't have to settle. Do you want to contribute or no?
No.
Okay. What do you guys like to do for date nights?
Fuck.
Babe! My mom watches this.
Oh shit. Oops. Sorry.
Okay, well,
cut. Redo.
no, it's fine.
No.
It's fine.
Hey,
we have
no.
we have
What?
a healthy relationship. Okay.
What do you guys like to do for date nights?
I feel like we have a very diverse like,
Yeah.
date nights, which I love. Like sometimes we'll just like stay home, make pizza. Well, you'll make the pizza. I'll
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
We'll put like a good playlist on, like with our favorite songs. We'll get wine, or you'll make cocktails. We go to the store together, obviously for like the ingredients, which is like part of it. Sometimes we actually like get dressed up and go to dinner. We try to like take turns actually like on picking date nights. We'll like send each other a bunch of TikToks and like, I don't know, just decide like
Yeah.
what to do. I don't know, they're always different.
Yeah. Yeah. I think really it's like it doesn't matter, which is like it's a good thing. Again, like our similarities. It's like we both don't really care what we're doing as long as like we're together type of thing. I mean, obviously we both enjoy the same thing, so it makes it a lot easier. But yeah, it doesn't really matter what we do.
What about how long until you became official?
Like
2 weeks.
yeah, like 2 weeks. 2 weeks and we were dating.
Actually.
And then we decided to move in a week later, and
No, was it?
well, we got stopped because we had to wait. But
Was it a week later?
yes,
Probably.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, we're wild. Wild. Is marriage in the works?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, eventually. Eventually.
I mean,
yeah.
marriage, yes, it's
Yes.
definitely in the works.
Yes.
I
100%.
mean, yeah, we both want to get married. I mean, the cool thing about like both of us too is that like, yes, marriage is important, but it's not like such a huge priority. Just because, for me personally, like I feel more married now than when I actually was married. So like I feel like marriage sometimes can just be like a label. I think for me, being engaged is more important than actually being married, like signing a paper. Just because like for me it's a symbol of like being fully chosen, like an outward expression of being fully chosen. So yeah. Oh, and what I was gonna say with that is because like obviously I was engaged before, but it was only because like we had to. So like that's why I say like for me it would be like we're living together, we're already like doing everything as if we are married, so like it would be like I'm fully choosing you, not because like I have to, but because I want to. Okay, your new priorities in this relationship compared to previous. For me, I would say spending more time, like creating more time to spend with my partner, because I know you actually want to spend time with me, and obviously I want to spend time with you, but like if it were to me, like obviously like I don't know, it's just different in the sense where like I want to spend time with you, so like I make sure like I stop working by a certain time. So like I think that's a priority, like keeping our space like really clean and like as organized as we can, and just like I mean it's not always perfect, but I definitely do spend a lot more time cleaning and organizing than I used to. And like I do spend more time with you than I ever have probably with any partners. Do you have any?
I guess my priority would be like making sure that I'm still working on myself. As in like, you know, I don't neglect the things that like actually that I enjoy doing outside of the relationship, like whether it's like hanging out with my friends or going to, I don't know, play basketball or whatever. Just making sure that like I'm not like
Like,
our
we still have our
relationship.
individuality.
Yeah, like our relationship isn't like all encompassing and like that's the only thing I do or like she does. Cause then I don't know. I feel like in the past where like my relationship was like the only thing that I worried about, it kind of like causes resentment and like not purposely, but like you know like you feel like you can't do certain things, but in reality you can. So just knowing that like I'm still working on myself while being in the relationship, like keeping them at the same, I don't know, and same importance. Like
Yeah.
one isn't more
Yeah,
important than
like
the
you're-
other
yeah.
because you know as long as I'm taking care of myself, I know I'll be able to take care of the relationship and vice versa.
How do you know when it's time to end the relationship? That's another thing where you just know. So I knew for a lot of years, if I'm being 1,000% honest, that like my last relationship was gonna end and like I had to end it. And even the way that it like actually ended showed me that like that relationship was like hanging on by like my love and like it was only like there because of me. So yeah, honestly, you just know because whenever I like had the conversation, like I had like this peace in my, like I just literally felt so much peace. I remember I was like, that's it. Like, okay. Like, I don't know, I just knew wholeheartedly it was the right decision. Like you just know. You know when it's time. What advice would you give to yourself from 1 year ago? To like not stress so much. So like when we first started dating, when I posted you, I stressed a lot about like didn't make the right decision by like being so open about being in a relationship again. And I'm honestly really glad that I like still did that, even though some people would disagree and like I got so much shit from people. Like I got some really mean comments, like people telling me really mean things. Like I spent like a lot of our Mexico trip crying because of like a lot of those messages. So I would probably tell myself to not like stress so much just because like we're fine. Like a year like later, like I am still in like the happiest relationship I've ever been in. So like what people say, people are always gonna have something to say no matter what. So like just like not, I think, dwelling in that so much. And also like, I know I don't need to say this, but the reason why I even did post my relationship is because I was a hidden girlfriend in my last relationship for like a few months and that shit sucked. So I didn't want to do that. Like for me, I'm a very open person. So I'm just like, if people see me out with my new boyfriend, like this is my boyfriend and that's it. So yeah.
I would say just trust your gut, and that's it. Like as far as my gut was telling me to like trust her and like follow your emotions, and you know I listened to it obviously, and here we are now. So
Key to keeping things fresh and new. I think the cool thing is like even after being together for a year and like actually living together, which I think is a lot of time together, I feel like everything is still fresh and new. I mean, I know a year isn't like a long time, but it is a long time. So like, I love that like we just prioritize one another and like we make that time still for date nights, even though we're like together for a year. So like, I think just like prioritizing one another, never stop like learning your partner, because I feel like, I don't know, I ask a lot of questions too. So like, I don't know, it kind of keeps us like always like with that like connection.
if we get another dog, it might be brown. It might be brown too, okay?
One of my friends said nothing. If you get another dog, please, no brown dog.
Just for that, we might get another brown dog.
One more brown dog. But yeah, this was fun.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.
Bye.